Hey everyone, my name is Owen and welcome to this cue breakdown. Happy road trip that I wrote for Triumph Audio's Roadtrip Percussion library. Before anything, let's just hop on and listen to the cue. Alright, so that's the cue. So let's just start from the intro. You might notice from the intro that I have a little bit of some low pass filter so that it has that little bit more vintage sound. And it has a little bit of noise. And it goes on for quite a while until we get to this 3 hits. So that's when I basically open up the filter. I want to take the listener on a little bit of journey before going on a road trip, and that's why if you hear over here there is the BMW 528i engine startup, and that's also followed by this little, I think it's a door slam sound. It's basically like, all right y'all, we're going on a road trip, let's have fun, and then the road trip started. So that's basically what I'm doing. So we have a few instruments here. We have glockenspiels staccato and the xylophones staccato, and I believe they're recorded at like a children's playground. What I did for both patches is actually make the release sample really quickly to make it sort of more of a plucked sound instead of a sustaining sound. And I'm going to basically modify this patches to the more longer release samples, and this is how it sounds. But what I did is I cut the release really short, and you got this really nice, fun, clicky sound that I think suits the music more. So on top of that, we got a little bit of toy piano action going on, and also a sample from the wind chime being reversed. Yes, and what's happening in the drums is we have the kick, hi-hat, and the snare. They are all sounds from cars, basically. So we have the Acura MDX SUV and also the BMW 528i. So here's how the drums sound. And after that, we're basically go, I would say, to the hook part. So what's happening here is I basically mush all the keys of all of these patches, creating a whole layer of sound, like pancakes of sound that I don't know how it will sound, but I think if I mush all the keys together, it will sound awesome. So what's happening with the sounds is also I made the release sample, as you can see here, very short, so that you have that really defined cutoff point, like. And I think it makes it sound more interesting and in a sense more synth-like. I think it's really fun, especially when you have the drums and the bass playing hits 3 times, and then answer, hits, 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 answer, hits, 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 answer, hits, 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 answer. And what's happening after that is actually fun because we have the sample from a London escalator. And again, I made the release very short. And I really like this sound. It's so fun. And all together. And for the end of the phrase, I give this. Just a little drum fill to get us to the next section. So in the next section, it's kind of like a breakdown. We got the glockenspiel, the xylophone, and the toy piano. And then the London escalator with a little bit of automation on the filter. So now we have the glockenspiel and also the xylophone, but now with their releases longer. So we have this more of a melody line, I would say. Let's solo them both. And that's also contrasting, of course, with the London escalator. And I also have this tonal rocks, basically playing the bass. And for the pads, I basically give it a little bit of life by putting a little bit of FX modulator. And it's basically opening up and closing a filter. And I feel like this is a really fun sound to add. And in addition to that, I have this pad also with the FX modulator. Let's hear that. So I basically made a riser out of this particular patch, which is really fun. And don't forget the hi-hat. And for the closing, it's basically the same things, but with everything stripped down, the rhythm stripped down. And ending with that little glissando, which I think is really cute and really fun. So yeah, that's basically how I composed this cue for Triumph Audio Roadtrip Percussion Library. I hope you enjoy it, and see you guys very soon. Bye.